Good day, my people. So wetin we go do today na physical properties and chemical properties. No comot, e go dey interesting. E go be like something wey you never hear before. We go break am down. Okay, wetin be physical properties? First of all, make we start with wetin properties be. As you dey now, you get properties. As you dey like dis now, you get properties for house. Those things na wetin you get. But you no dey carry am waka. You understand? But I fit know you say, dis man get dis kind car, dis man get dis kind mansion. Na those things dem use know you. So since we no dey comot, since we no dey carry those things comot, our property na like wetin dem dey use know us. You understand? As I dey like dis now, I talk. Dis guy, if you wan tell person about me, na maybe I wear dis cloth comot, you wan tell person never know you before, you fit give the person my property, my characteristics, how I be like, wey dem go fit locate me. You understand? You fit say, go meet Virtue. Anybody wey you see there, im head dey coil. You understand? Im tall, im no dark, im fair, im wear white shirt. Na my properties be that. So the person never see me before, but he don tell am my properties. So once im come, im don see me. You understand? Im go easily know me say, na dis person wey I dey find. So make we come back to chemistry. So physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties. For physical property, na properties wey a matter get. You understand? Property wey matter get. Wey be say once you see those property, you go fit identify the matter, and the matter no go get new substance. So you understand? So physical properties na properties wey we dey use dey know matter without the matter changing to a new substance. You understand? Na properties, na characteristics wey we dey use dey know matter without the matter changing to a new substance. I don't know whether you go understand me. So we go use those things, those character, know the matter when the matter never change, like no dey change to a new substance. Na those things na we dey call physical property. While chemical properties na those behaviour wey matter dey show when im dey change to a new substance. You understand? It's as simple as that. So we go start with chemical properties. We go start with chemical properties. Wetin be the first one for chemical properties here? I'll list about 9 characteristics. We get other characteristics, other properties, but I'll list just about 9. We will check the first one. Flammability. Flammability na how matter fit burn. You understand? Ability of matter to burn. So there is no how wey matter go burn wey e no go produce new substance wey dey different from that old one. Na why flammability na chemical property. We check the second one. Rusting. Rusting na reaction wey oxygen and water dey react with metal to produce wetin we dey call rust. So once water and oxygen don react, remember, water and oxygen, if na only water react, no be rusting. If na only oxygen react, no be rusting. But if oxygen and water react together with the metal, dem dey produce wetin we dey call rust. That is the process of rusting. And that thing wey dem dey produce dey different from the substance, from the original substance. So this and this are chemical properties. Let us check for this one. Corrosion. Wetin be corrosion? Corrosion na when a metal dey react gradually. When a metal dey react gradually with any substance. You understand? E dey decompose, e dey come down gradually when e dey react with any substance. So we say that substance dey corrosive. You understand? To only metal. Now let us check for reactivity with metal. We get how substance dey use dey react with metal. So when any substance wey fit react with metal get intact, we dey call how the behaviour, how that thing use react. Abi im explode, abi im run, abi im change colour. Those process na wetin we dey call reactivity. You understand? So reactivity with metal. Oxidation. Oxidation na when metal or any substance at all dey react with oxygen. Na oxidation be that. You understand? So imagine, remember I tell you say if for rusting it must be water and air, but for corrosion, for oxidation now na only oxygen. So we don talk about this, we don talk about this. What about toxicity? Toxicity na how substance dey react with living things. So if a substance react with living things to make am toxic, to make am harmful, e dey actually form a new substance. You understand? So the thing wey dey actually cause harm no be the thing wey e dey actually react with your organ or your living tissues or your system entirely to form a new substance wey go result to wetin you no go like. Alright. So acidity and alkalinity. Acidity na the property wey a substance go behave like acid. You understand? A substance go behave like acid. Or alkalinity, ability of a substance to behave like an alkali. You understand? Remember, alkalinity and basicity no be the same thing. Na two different things. You understand? Alkaline na any base wey go fit dissolve inside water, while no be every base dey fit dissolve inside water, but that particular base wey fit dissolve inside water to produce hydroxide ions, that particular base na alkaline. So you go see say, so now with this now you go see say all alkaline are base, but not all base are alkaline. You understand? So all alkaline are base, but not all base are alkaline. Alright, let us move to the next one. So we are done with this. Let us check fermentation. Fermentation na reaction wey dey produce two substance, a gas. That gas na usually CO2 most times. A gas and ethanol, wetin we dey call chemical. Wetin we dey call chemical. This thing dey usually dey done by a living thing wey we dey call yeast. You understand? So when yeast act on starch or any carbohydrate food, e dey produce ethanol and carbon dioxide. That is the process of fermentation. So you see the same new substance dey form. This one dey very, very clear. So any process or any property wey something, any characteristic wey something fit carry out wey dey produce new substance na chemical property. Alright, let's check for decomposition. This one na breakdown. The breakdown of a complex molecule or any big molecule to a simpler one. Like for example, protein. Protein go break down, go decompose down to amino acid. Shey you understand? Carbohydrate go decompose, go break down to wetin? To sugar. All those things na decomposition, e dey decompose. Alright, so we are done with this one. Let us now come back to physical property. Remember I say physical property na property wey something get, wey that property no dey make am change, that characteristics no dey result am to change to new substance. I know say you dey get me. Now for melting point. Melting point na ability or the point, that particular point wey solid dey change to liquid. That particular heat, that particular temperature wey solid dey change to wetin? That particular temperature wey solid dey change to wetin? To change to liquid. Na im be melting point. So boiling point na that particular point, that particular temperature wey liquid dey change to gas. You understand? When water wan boil, e dey boil, e dey change to steam. So that particular point wey liquid dey change to gas na boiling point. Density na the compartment, how tight, how jam packed wey a matter don dey. You understand? Wey mass don dey inside a particular volume. Na why dem dey call am mass over volume. So the amount of mass, how compact, how dense, how thick wey particular mass dey inside a fixed amount of volume, na im be density. You understand? So density no dey something fit like for wetin now, for this water now, when water boil, water dey still remain water. When any metal melt, that metal dey still remain the metal, e no dey change to any new one. Na why we dey call am physical property. So for density now, density no dey change anything to new substance. So Solubility. Wetin be solubility? Na how the degree or the level or how fast or how slow wey any substance fit dissolve inside another liquid. For example, if you put chalk inside water, e go dissolve, e go just melt inside. You understand? If e take some time, you no go see am again. Even salt too. But if you put sugar inside kerosene, my brother, e no go melt o. So you dey see say the solubility of salt inside water dey very very high, but the solubility of sugar inside kerosene, my brother, e no go melt. Alright, so odour, make we no go here. Odour, you know wetin be odour? E dey smell now. So when something dey smell, e no dey change to a new substance. As you pollute, now you release a particular gas, e begin dey smell. That gas no go change to a new substance, e just dey smell like that. In fact, you go use that smell know wetin dey know the gas. Na why dem dey call am property. Alright, so make we check for mass. Mass na the degree of matter, the quantity of matter wey something get. You understand? Is in kg. E no dey change, e dey constant. Alright, so we get length. This length now dey inclusive of width, area, because all of them dey under length. Of course, for width na the shorter side. You understand? Then length na the longer side. Area na length times breadth, which is, you understand? So you dey still dey get am. Alright, for volume, length times breadth times height, all these things na length. So all these things dey inclusive for this length. So length na physical property. Color, how something dey the reflection, the kind of light, the kind of light or sensation of color wey your eye dey receive. You understand? So you no dey change anything. Water dey white. So sometimes when I see anything wey dey white, my mind go first go, this could be water. You know what I'm saying? Because I know say water dey white. So being a colorless liquid is one of the characteristics of water. One of the properties of water. So e dey give me an idea. Say that thing fit be water. Even if you feel no be. Electrical conductivity. When something dey conduct electricity, you understand? As e dey conduct, the ability of something to conduct no go make am change to a new thing. Iron dey conduct. In fact, water wey no pure go shock you wetin no good. So e dey conduct electricity. Alright, thermal conductivity too. You understand? So wood no dey conduct heat well. Iron dey conduct heat well. They remain the same. They no dey change to a new this thing. So thank you for watching. Like and comment. If you no subscribe, you dey do us bad, no be choice. Subscribe make you encourage us. Too much.